Well, good morning. Welcome to Bedtime Store. Welcome to Daily Videos. Today is Saturday, December 12th, and we're going to get started with catching fire. I keep walking, tossing my nuts, sometimes catching a glimpse of the force field, trying to press to the left to find a spot where we can break through, get away from the cornucopia, and hopefully find water. But after another hour or so of this, I realize it's futile. We're not making any progress to the left. In fact, the force field seems to be hurting us along a curved path. I stop and look back at Mag's limping form, the sheen of sweat on Peeta's face. Let's take a break. I need to get another look from above. The tree I choose seems to jut higher into the air than the others. I make my way up the twisting boughs, staying as close to the trunk as possible. No telling how easily these rubbery branches will snap. Still, I climb beyond good sense because there's something I have to see. As I cling to a stretch of trunk no wider than a sapling, I swaying back and forth in the humid breeze. My suspicions are confirmed. There's a reason we can't turn to the left. We'll never be able to. From this precarious vantage point, I can see the shape of the whole arena for the first time. A perfect circle with a perfect wheel in the middle. The sky above the circumference of the jungle is tinged a uniform pink, and I think I can make out one or two of those wavy squares, chinks in the armor. Wirus and Beatty called them because they reveal what was meant to be hidden and are therefore a weakness. Just to make absolutely sure, I shoot an arrow into the empty space above the tree line. There's a spurt of light, a flash of real blue sky, and the arrow's thrown back into the jungle. I climb down to give the others the bad news. The force field has us trapped in a circle, a dome really. I don't know how high it goes. There's the cornucopia, the sea, and then the jungle all around. Very exact, very symmetrical. And not very large, I say. Did you see any water? Only the salt water where we started the games. There must be some other source, Peeta says, or we'll all be dead in a matter of days. Well, the foliage is thick. Maybe there are ponds of spring somewhere, I say. I instinctively feel the capital might want these unpopular games over as soon as possible. Plutarch Heavensby might have already been given orders to knock us off. At any rate, there's no point in trying to find out what's over the edge of this hill because the answer is nothing. There must be drinkable water between the force field and the wheel, Peeta insists. We all know what this means. Heading back down, heading back to the careers and the bloodshed, with Mags hardly able to walk and Peeta too weak to fight. We decide to move down the slope a few hundred yards and continue circling, see if maybe there's some water at the level. I stay in the lead, occasionally chucking a nut to my left, but we're well out of range of the force field now. The sun beats down on us, turning the air to steam, playing tricks on our eyes. By mid-afternoon, it's clear Peeta and Mags can't go on. All right, my friends. All right, so I hope everyone's doing okay as we're in the middle of, getting closer and closer to Christmas. I know this year my family and I, next Saturday, we're going to be doing Zoom Christmas. So we're going to be getting together on Zoom, which is definitely not going to be the same, but it's what we got right now, right? I do miss, so much what Christmases used to be like when I was a kid. I will recall one memory I have when my parents were still together. They got me this big old toy kitchen. And I remember my mom told me years after that, that it took them like all night to put that thing together. But, that's what, parents do, they put together toys the night before Christmas and all that. So, I do remember that. It was a really cool kitchen set. I don't know if any of you had one of those as a kid, but it's fun to remember things that brought me joy when I was a kid. Simpler times. So let's hear God's love note. First, a reading from 2 Corinthians. And God is able to provide you with every blessing in abundance so that by always having enough of everything, you may share abundantly in every good work. As it is written, he scatters abroad, he gives to the poor, his righteousness endures forever. He who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will supply and multiply your seed for sowing and increase the harvest of your righteousness. And God's love note. As you await my son's arrival, listen to these words from the church that emerged after his resurrection, which connected the church to its origins in the Hebrew Bible by quoting the Psalms. As I was in the beginning, as I was through my son, and through the early church, so am I today, a God who wants the flourishing of the least of these, which is why I sent my son to you and why I ask you to continue his work. So let's close in prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So I bought in the Kroger checkout line a National Geographic magazine titled Women of the Bible. And so we will start that tomorrow. We'll start going through that National Geographic, and you can learn about women of the Bible. So God bless you all, and stay safe out there.